Talk about breeders creating billionaires. Okay, so I've been hearing a lot about the people are against billionaires and they are saying that billionaires are the problem and that billionaires want to make money off of us and the billionaires should not exist, etc., etc. Okay, but I'm going to prove to you how billionaires are a direct result of the population explosion. Okay, so if we look at why billionaires are created in the first place, the reason they are created is because billionaires always make stuff that is needed for a larger public, right? So when you're talking about, I think when they first compiled the Forbes list, there was like the top billionaire, $28 billion, was somebody who created Kodak. Okay, so everyone wanted photos, and people who were buying stuff from photos, like at that time the population was 3 or 4 billion, they were buying stuff from Kodak. Today, the biggest billionaire is Elon Musk. The two biggest billionaires, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Now, what have they created? They have created things that people want, right? And they are selling those things. So one is a government billionaire, which is your Elon Musk. The other is Jeff Bezos, which is a public billionaire, who's basically created Amazon and has created stuff that comes to your home easier, right? Much more easily. And of course, they are predatory, and of course, they get greedier and they want more money. But what is the main cause? It's breeders. It's always people who have money. It's always people who have kids, right? At that time, there were 4 billion people. There were not that many opportunities to make that much money. Now, there are 8 billion people. There are endless opportunities to provide, right? And what is happening is the system is killing itself. That means when there are so many people, the competition increases. When the competition increases, right, people have less and less time to do other things. For example, they have less and less time to go to the store and buy stuff. So you go to Amazon. They have less and less time to order, to go and eat outside or make food. So you order ready-made food or you order from Uber Eats, right? So this is the endless spiral that basically creates billionaires. Now let's get into the idea of overpopulation. A lot of people say no, uh, overpopulation does not exist. It's billionaires that create scarcity. How is that possible? Because see, a city can only be so big, okay, before it explodes on its seams. It can only be so big. There can only be so many drains inside. There can only be so many electrical implements, wires, right? There can only be so much infrastructure before it grows way too big, right? Before it takes you 3 hours to get to the business district, right? So it's all about people. When people say, oh, overpopulation is a myth, explain to them that no, it is, overpopulation is everything. For each person, you're taking square meters, right, inside a day. Then your city becomes bigger. Then your city becomes more complex. Then the water systems have to be created. Then the electricity systems have to be created. And what exactly is that creating? Billionaires. That is creating more government control. That is creating more fear because the other guys had a kid, but you also had a kid, so there's more competition. So he's trying to fight with you, and then the billionaires taking the money. Okay. Then people will say, no, there's enough land. We can house 8 billion people inside Texas. Sure. But how much good land is there? That's the question. How much land is there? How much flat land is there? How much land is there that's not on mountains? How much land is there that's not a farm area? How much land is there that's not a forest area? Right? We are cutting nature every single day, destroying nature like that, and that is simply leading to more billionaires, even more billionaires, because more and more people own houses. Okay, they own houses, the prices go up. They cut into jungles, they get into the logging business, they make money off of that. Then they construct the houses, they make money off of that. Then they're already existing houses, they're making even more money, 30%, 40%, 100%, right? So every time you have a child, you've created a billionaire. So if anyone says that overpopulation is a myth and they say billionaires are wrong, first thing you have to tell them, you are the reason for the billionaire being created. Okay, because a billionaire is only someone who provides what is needed. And when 8 billion people need something, it's very easy to become a billionaire. Okay, it's very easy to create a system that prints you money. Okay, so stop this overpopulation is a myth thing. It's such a thing on the internet for the uneducated, right? Each person consumes, and we consume like horses. We have the complexity of our chains has become enormous. All right, you must understand this. that even this phone I'm holding in my hand, the number of hands it has gone through, the amount of tiny components that that it has, each one produced by somebody, and we are consuming 26 of these. Like every person has a phone, then an iPad, then a watch, then a smartwatch. Then what nonsense is this? Like each person is consuming. Okay, if you, even if you say overconsumption is too much, 8 billion people, 8 billion of any species that is not a bacteria is going to be a bad, it is generally a bad idea. Okay, 8 billion species that is not a bacteria or a virus or something tiny. If there were 8 billion tigers on the planet, there would be no deer, right? If there were 8 billion deers on the planet, there would be no grass. All right, so it's all a question of balance. So we are off the balance of nature. And if anyone fights this idea that overpopulation is a myth, please fight them back. Okay, and if they are fighting too hard, get them to me. All right, I will show them what, or show them this video, whatever. So that's it. We have to learn to shame breeders, okay, more and more every single day in our everyday lives. So that's all I wanted to say. Really, I didn't have much else, and that's it. Oh, by the way, Middle East. It's peaceful here now. There is no issue. We recently had a fire. I'll put up the video of it. We recently had just a general, like, climate change fire, because why not? So if the bombs don't get you, then the fire will definitely get you. That is basically that, and peace in the Middle East. All rubbish. It is even the war in the Middle East was just some sort of a sham. This Iran thing was so well organized. Even a child can make out that it is just a sham. Okay, so now everyone is going to arm themselves. All the arms companies are going to make a lot of money, and it's going to create more and more billionaires. Why? Because more and more people are scared. Because more and more people want to survive, and therefore they spend money on armaments. Yay! What a lovely world. Said hi. Hi Nihil. Said hi. What is this? Said hi. Wolves will always complain why sheep are not breeding. Correct, exactly. And some of the wolves will also breed, but they are very clearly, they have planned their children's future, unlike the sheep, okay, who have no plan except for depending on billionaires to give them jobs, and then depending on billionaires to make deliveries to them, etc., etc. And then, of course, complaining about billionaires. Said hi. Okay. Indian, yes, I'm Indian, unfortunately. Not anymore though. Population and then frustration outside of home, man. I swear everyone is complaining about the Indian overpopulation issue, man. It is so bad. Like how many people are there? How many people? It's crazy. It's just too much. And I believe this time the heat in India is too much. And it's like a pressure cooker, and people are complaining, and then of course infrastructure is falling apart, and India is heating at twice the level of the globe. So you're going to have fun. Worthless lives being born. Absolutely, most lives are worthless. I mean, look, take one round in India, and you'll realize most people are just extras. Okay, and nobody knows who the hero is. The hero sitting in London in his 700-acre palatial estate, or with other heroes. I mean, all of them are just useless extras. Great view. Yup. Thank you so much. Oh, bhai. Why billionaires don't not understand if they destroyed Earth? How will they enjoy their life in the future? Oh, they will enjoy. See, the thing is, they want to enjoy now. The same philosophy that I have. I want to enjoy now. Okay, who cares about later? By the time Mark Zuckerberg is 50, 60, he'll go to his bunker in Hawaii, and he'll figure out from there. Same with me. Like I'm just letting the apocalypse take me, but until the apocalypse comes, I'm going to party hard, and I hope you all do the same. Mm. Stay safe, man. Thank you. People are literally killing each other on the road. Oh, in India, yeah, it's getting really bad. Now you just see the kind of frustration, the road rage that will happen, the number of people that will really kill. And now recently there was this gang rape in Kolkata. It's only going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get more public. Okay, and apparently the guy who orchestrated it was some sort of a normal fellow who used to serve at an NGO and used to teach and was a lawyer and whatnot. Look, always remember the nice guys are the biggest red flags. Okay, always remember that, because nice guys are largely incels. Everyone has made them a brother, especially in India. Oh, bhaiya, bhaiya, they make them. So, yeah, don't go on nice guy, man. Ever, ever. Let a man's evil, uh, let it come out, and see the evil. If I don't see the evil in a man, there is something wrong. If the man does not abuse, or does not cuss in front of me, there is something wrong over there. Literally all railway stations in India are super crowded nowadays. Reels are being made for it. Yeah, yeah. Every day new reels are there. Every day the AC trains are crowded. The trains, the normal long distance trains are crowded. What is just, it's unbelievable, and it's not, and no one's doing anything about it. No sterilization program, no nothing. Just let it be. I really think that the politicians have given up. They're just making their money and they're going to run when push comes to shove, and push is coming to shove. Fourth largest economy, per capita GDP, laughing in the corner. Seriously, most of this economy is coming from the dark economy, because earlier when you bought food on the road, right, you paid with cash and the guy never reported his taxes. Today everything is on Paytm. Today everything is online, right? So all of that economy is coming. That is what you're calling the fourth largest economy, and that is shrinking. I guarantee you it's shrinking, because all the important people, all the innovators have already left the country. All right, due to frustration. People are killing up. I think nature will automatically make people less fertile to balance the population. I keep hearing the news of fertility keeps decreasing. Yeah, that's why the IVF. That's why the IVF clinics are full, right? People are going. Poor people are paying 70, 80,000 rupees per cycle. $1,000, like $1,000. Oh my God! I could, like, if I was in India, if I had $1,000, I'd go for like a week-long trip to Sri Lanka or something, or maybe I could even manage a quick trip to Dubai. Like, what the hell? Stupid. Really, really just sheep to slaughter. That's it. Nothing else. Indian lifestyle and human development index is super low. It's just not worth it working hard in India. Yeah, absolutely. Because even if you're working hard, finally you're getting stuck in traffic. Right? Finally, you're going on the same old pothole road, right? You're still paying road tax. You're still getting stuck in waterlogging, right? So what exactly are you achieving? Okay, I have 200 crores, but you want to go on the road, right? Unless you're a reclusive billionaire, but you're still breathing the air. And even if you're not breathing the air, you have an HVAC system. Now if you like all of that, still want to be a billionaire in India, then God bless you. I mean, you're lucky. Is Sanjay Gandhi forced sterilization benefit India future if it succeeds? Will Sanjay Gandhi's forced sterilization benefit India in the future? Definitely. Dude, 8 million to 11 million people or something, 8 or 11, I think that's the number, were sterilized. You know how many more people would be there today? You know what a big mess it would be? You know how messy cities would be? How many more people would die per day? It would be a complete disaster. It helped India very slightly, because 11 million people is nothing. If we have 100, 200 million people, I would still understand. 11 million is like pocket change for India. People who say overpopulation is a myth often say that it's mainly because of terrible city planning and lots of population in a small area rather than it being dispersed to other areas. See, the problem is that um, Indians do not innovate, right? To have a city, you need to innovate. How do you innovate? You have to create new cities. Now, when you create new cities, what happens? Like, for example, Bombay created Navi Mumbai. Navi Mumbai, as far as I'm concerned, is empty. Why is it empty? Because no one wants to go there. Why doesn't anyone want to go there? Because no one wants to innovate. No one wants to take that risk. Everything is in Bombay. Everything is in Bombay. And Indians have these phrases, in Bombay is Mumbai. क्या? Mumbai देश का पैसा है. They don't care. They'll never have the guts to say, okay, let's go to Navi Mumbai. Try something new. Maybe in the next 20 years, when it's overpopulated, and really, Mumbai starts collapsing, and actually water starts coming in, then people will move to Navi Mumbai, then the prices will skyrocket. But Indians are basically rats. Okay, so I've realized one thing. um Even when I used to go to Goa, right, even on the worst beaches, Indians were only there. There was an entrance, right, and Indians were only there 100 meters to the left and 100 meters to the right. All Indians. Beyond that, the beaches were empty. Okay, why? Because Indians are rats. They need to be together. They need to be in one little place. Okay, so it's a good in a way and it's bad in a way, I guess. India should start with one child policy. Although no child policy is best, but I don't think it will happen. It should. It really should. It really should. And really just give abortions freely, give condoms freely. Just they really have to do it right now. Otherwise, I mean, I still am an optimist, so I believe there's a small chance for India, but like it's not gonna happen. So we know how Indians are. They don't take the big chance. They're not gonna take the small chance. Now even Navi Mumbai is crowded. I work in Navi Mumbai. It is, but compared to Bombay or Delhi, it is empty. Like in that sense. But yeah, Navi Mumbai will be the, then they'll make another thing called Nena on the side. That will be overfull. It will be endless. 11 people fell from the train while hanging after they collided with another train. Zero value for human life in this country. Why will the world value us? Correct, correct, correct. The moment you don't value yourself, and the people don't care. Like the people have just no concept. Like you, the moment you throw things on the road, even Singapore, you go to the Indian section in Singapore of all people, and it is filthy. It's filthy. It means the dirt, the dustbins are overfull. Everything is a mess. Okay, and 11 people died every day in Bombay. 20 people, easily 20 people, die just hanging off the train. Okay, so that 11 was just one incident. Here, every day, one person here, two people there, one person there, every single day. So we are, that is how little value we have. Yeah. Why nowadays politicians not taking steps like Sanjay Gandhi? Because Sanjay Gandhi was super unpopular, and it is believed that Indira Gandhi killed him. But no one wants to take that risk. No Indian is worth it. No vote is worth it. And I'm telling you right now also, if you ever become a politician, do not touch sterilization. Okay, let Indians get boiled by climate change. There is not they are not worth saving. Okay, I'm feeling depressed. Do you have any words of encouragement? Look, man, the life is depressing. Okay, let's be honest here. Even it's not like I'm not depressed. I just look happier. My point is, be aware. Okay, learn how to be aware. What is this depression coming from? Why is it coming from? Where is it coming from? How do I get? Should I get beyond it? How do I get beyond it? Okay, write your thoughts down. Observe, observe, observe. All of this is just observation and awareness. Observation and awareness. And believe me, even when you are depressed, you'll be fine. Like like I'm depressed, I'm fine, I'm chill. Like I don't like, particularly like life, and I get jealous of a graveyard, but it's fine. Things are okay. I enjoy my life, I do my things, I go out, I spend money, I make friends. That's all you can do, because that's all that we are doing. The reason we are depressed is because we have expectations, right? And in my thing, I expect to be left alone, but the world does not leave me alone, right? And I'm fine with that. I've just learned to be okay with that. How do I do that? Through awareness. And like I've always said, I very, very strongly suggest Vipassana. Okay. Did you see the reels where Indian flood in the weekend for natural place? Oh God, like mountains and rivers and fuck the traffic. Some people always dry. Yeah, yeah. But now it is like, for example, I'll give you this example. There is this place called Sanjay Gandhi National Park in Bombay. Okay, it's called the Green Lungs of Bombay. It's 20,000 acres of pure greenery. There are leopards inside. It was beautiful. There were caves, Buddhist caves. When we used to go on a Sunday, like in college, we used to go. There used to be like 20, 25 people at best. Today there is lines of people. Why? Because all these guys have gone influencers, taken videos over there. So life is objectively getting worse in India, and people are going to keep producing. So it's going to go endlessly, and it's just going to get worse and worse. It's deteriorating hard. Okay. Absurdism or nihilism? If I had to choose, it's absurdism always. Like I'm an FList, but like the way I look at my life is very absurdist. I'm like, we are here, let's party, let's enjoy, let's have fun. Okay, let's do something, let's take over the Middle East, let's do some shit. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? I mean, what else are you doing? You know, what is the point of nihilism, that you're going to be all, oh, I'm so sad. Indian population to hit 1.8 billion by 2060. Crazy. Enjoy, guys. All of the issues we are now fighting over language among ourselves. Yeah, because people have nothing better to do. You know, people like what they don't have the language. Forget anything. Indians do not have the language to articulate what is happening in India. They don't have the language, the basic brain and the ability to say this. So even in their own language, okay, articulate all the issues that are happening in India right now in Marathi, okay, in Kannada, and they don't have the language. That's how badly educated Indians are. That is why they'll fight over language, because the moment you don't have the ability, then you fight over the medium. Okay. Wow, that's just so beautifully articulated. Thank you, Ritzia, about the repression part. Yes, thank you. Just so bored with this life, BS, LMR. Yeah, me too. Me too, man. There's nothing to do. It's just that you have to keep yourself occupied, stay aware, enjoy, be absurd. And when I take over the Middle East, join me. uh, School takes 3 year interview, lol. It's too much, too much, too much. I think I've said this before. My friend put his daughter in a kindergarten in a suburb of Bombay, and it cost him 80,000 rupees. That's $1,000 just to get her standing in the interview. So like crazy, and people are spending lakhs on their kids. What is wrong with you? Just go to Maldives. Do you think euthanasia would ever be legal in India? No, it will not. I guarantee it. It will not. Unless we have a really enlightened prime minister or a parliament who says, you know what, old people are a burden, and not only are they a burden to us, they're a burden to themselves. So we need to give them the right to die, and then it will happen. And still, I guarantee you, the people will not allow it, because then there will be litigation in the courts, and people will put PILs, and it will be a whole mess. Image being studied for 22 years and still unemployed in India due to overpopulation. What to say, man? Yeah, imagine being studied. Yeah. It's so sad. I really feel bad. And now with this AI, like I just created an entire. I was planning a project, okay, and I just created the entire project on ChatGPT. Like I don't need anybody. Okay, just I'm like, okay, do this, chuck, 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 chuck. It gave me ideas. Okay, let's do this, chuck, chuck, chuck. Would you like me to draft the letter? Okay, draft the letter, chuck, 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 chuck. Like, what is happening, guys? Like, it's finished. Your entry level jobs are gone. I mean, yes, there are some companies who will still make these entry level jobs. These tiny companies, they will pay you 10,000, 15,000. But on a long enough timeline, it's finished. There is no entry level job anymore. So you have to, and you don't have the innovation. You don't have the innovation to, build your own thing. It's going to be horrible. It's going to be horrible. The only option is you have to get into human healthcare, healthcare in the sense care, like for elders and all, something which has the human touch, or even writing and all is gone in that sense. News channels say that is lack of skills is the issue for unemployment. But even if the entire population gets skills, still they would be unemployed because there aren't enough jobs. Correct, there are just too many people. That's it's very obvious. Why is developed logic rare in people? Because logic takes hard work. See, we are animals. Okay, you must understand this. That we are basically just okay. We are janwar, literally. So to get beyond that takes a lot of work. You have the neuronal structures for it, but do you have the pathways for it? Neural pathways for it, and those pathways have to be created. Those pathways have to be created by a society. They have to be created by food. Okay, they have to be created by workout. It's a lot of work, man. It's not easy to develop logic. Why do you think humanity took so long to develop logic? Because technology is designed the way that it will replace 10 people by 10 people's job by 2 people, which means it does create job but only 2. Correct. Wars just signify that we are not yet civilized. It's just total madness. All wars could be easily avoided if everyone just put their ego aside and sat in a room to talk. That's not possible, and I'll tell you why. Put your ego aside and sit in a room to talk. Firstly, that never works. Because let's assume you're in the jungle. Do you think it's going to be peaceful? A snake is going to bite you, a tiger is going to come and eat you, or someone's going to trouble you. There are going to be mosquitoes. Are you telling me there's going to be no violence? The nature of existence is violence. Can we reduce the amount of war and violence by talking on it, sitting on it, putting our ego on the side and talking? Yes, we can. But we cannot eliminate violence, period. Okay? Because it is a jungle. Existence is a jungle. An individual can eliminate violence, a few individuals, maybe a group can eliminate violence, but all the violence is within you and the jungle is within you. So at a mass scale, you are always going to be violent. You're going to be cutting trees. The fact that you're sitting here is violent. You're sitting in a cement flat is violent. Okay. The fact that these buildings have been constructed is violent. It's all violence. Okay. Your existence is violent. You're going to be farming. That means you're going to be killing rats. You're going to be killing worms. You're going to be killing bacteria. It's all violence, man. Helped me a lot. I was so depressed. I had no idea what is this. Then I found you a year back and I read. I understand. Very wise man. Thank you. Are they will universal income in the future for unskilled people? No one is going to share their money. Okay, maybe a couple of countries here and there. Your Sweden, Finland, all these guys. Maybe I won't be surprised if Israel does it. But largely, there's going to be no universal income. Okay, Africa is not going to provide it. India is not going to provide it. Russia, China is not going to provide it. Maybe China will because it's a socialist. This, but at a mass scale, it is not going to happen. Okay, and then I was able to connect the dots. Yes, all have the brains to connect the dots. It's just a question of fighting for it. And like I said, you have to create the neural pathways. You have to fight for it. You have to first get over breeding, get into awareness, and then you will get there. People complaining about inflation and fucked up job market while they having their second child. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I know people who have these flimsy jobs like photographer. How is that even a job? Like and not any intense photography and all, wedding photography, that kind of. Okay, they lost everything. They had a child, they lost everything during the pandemic, and then they got a little work and they had the second child. What is wrong with you? There are people who've been kidnapped to Gaza with their two children, come back, and now they are having their third child. Can you imagine? Like, that is how retarded humanity is. So yeah, man. Just what do you say? What does a man do? Okay, shall I shut it? Yep, I'm gonna shut it. Okay, I'll take one or two questions maybe. Thank you for showing up. I think I'm going to go for a quick thing on the Hindi in about 10 minutes, and then we will. I'm gonna wrap up for the day because I'm tired. Okay, and I'm working. What if people reserve climate change limiting extractive resources? I hope it will not happen. No, no, people will not stop extracting resources. Are you mad? It is a competitive world, my friend. It's never going to happen. How would you react if your sister has kids? I don't talk to my sister, but I don't. Yeah, it's her choice, man. Like I wouldn't care. I mean, look, even some of my friends have had kids, and I'm very loyal to those kids in the sense of like I've told them very clearly that if your kid has a problem with you, I am on the kid side. Like, don't expect me to be your friend anymore. Okay. Um, that I think that's extremely clear in my thing. So if any shit happens and they go against the parents, I'm on the kid side because I was your friend and I've told you all the logical reasons for not having a kid. Yet you had a kid. I'm on your kid side very clearly. I will always fight for the children. Okay. Universal basic income should only be for child-free people. Good idea. Good idea. Okay, anyway, let's stop now. I'm going to go on the Hindi in about 10 minutes. So, see you there. Thank you for showing up. Bye bye.